Hello, hello.
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, teacher. And you?
Very much for your punctuality. We're gonna wait for 1 or 2 more minutes to see if someone else connects, then we start.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, teacher in Salvador.
Hi, Beatrice.
Hi.
Hi, good evening.
Okay, I think now we can start with at least 3 of you. We still have to work on some activities from the INSAFORP manual, so we're gonna cover these activities today and tomorrow some others, okay, to finish the manual. Today we're gonna talk about when it says describe different stages of a product's brand awareness. Okay. So a couple of questions just to start the activity, but I think we're gonna go directly to the dialogue. Okay. So in here we have 2 people, Lucas and Celia, talking about well, how to use, then we are going to check, right? How to use expressions to clarify a point. So they are in bold. Okay. So I will read the conversation. I need you to repeat. And if you find new vocabulary, you let me know. Okay. So let's start. I just discovered. Repeat, please.
I just discovered
this new brand.
This new brand
Of cinnamon soda.
of cinnamon soda.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
But when I visited their fan page,
But when I visited their fan page,
I saw they only have 300 likes.
Have 300 likes.
I wonder why.
I wonder
why
it isn't more popular.
It is more popular.
It's probably an unknown brand.
It's probably an unknown brand.
Simply put,
the
owners of the brand aren't trying too hard to create brand awareness.
To create brand awareness
for their product.
For their product.
This is very important.
This is very
important
when launching a new product.
When launching a new
product.
I guess you're right.
I guess
I
you're right.
guess you're right.
Everyone knows about Coca-Cola
Everyone
Everyone
knows
Everyone
about
knows
knows
about
Coca-Cola
about
Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola
and Pepsi,
and
and
Pepsi,
and
Pepsi,
Pepsi,
but I have never seen
but I have
but
but I
I
never
have
seen
have
never
never
seen
seen
an ad for this new soda on TV.
an
an
ad for
ad
an
this
ad
new
for
for
soda
this
on
new
this
TV.
soda
new
on
soda
TV.
on TV.
Well, yes, consumers are aware
Well,
Well,
yes,
yes,
consumers
Consumers
are
consumers
are
aware
are
aware
aware
of these brands
of
of
these
these
of
brands
these
brands
brands
and their images and names.
and
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 their
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 image and
images
images and
names.
and
names.
names.
In other words,
In other
In
In
other
words,
other
words,
words,
this cinnamon soda
the
this
this
cinnamon
cinnamon
soda
cinnamon
soda
soda
you are talking about
you
you
are
are
talking
you are
about
talking
talking
about
about
needs to make people
needs
needs
to
to
needs
make
make
to
people
make
people
people
recognize it
recognize it.
recognize it,
recognize it,
to get higher sales
to
To
get
to get
get
higher
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 sales,
sales,
sales
and become more competitive.
and become
and
more
become
competitive.
more competitive.
Very good. Did you find any words? Nope. So we're gonna practice, okay? Let's see. Well, I think we're gonna do it here in the main session because there are only 3 of you. Then we're gonna answer the questions. So I need, let's see, Beatriz and Salvador to start. So you are going to read, Beatriz, you read Celia, Salvador, you read Lucas, okay?
Okay,
Okay.
teacher. I just discovered this new brand of cinnamon soda. It is delicious, but when I visited their fan page, I saw they only have 300 likes. I wonder why it is not more popular.
It's probably an unknown brand. Simply put, the owners of the brand aren't trying too hard to create brand awareness for their product. This is very important when launching a new product.
I guess you are right. Everyone knows about Coca-Cola and Pepsi, but I have never seen an ad for this new soda on TV.
Well, yes, consumers are aware of these brands and their images and names. In other words, this cinnamon soda you are talking about needs to make people recognize it to get higher sales and become more competitive.
Very good. Thank you very much, Beatriz and Salvador. Give me a second. Okay, no problem, Lily. Thank you very much. uh, let's ask Selena, you there?
Yes, Sam.
Hi, are you able to participate right now with the
Yes.
conversation?
Yes, sure.
Thank you very much. So could you read Celia, please? And Federico, you read Lucas, okay?
Okay. I just discovered this new brand of cinnamon soda. It's delicious, but when I visit their fan page, I saw they only have 300 likes. I wonder why it isn't more popular.
It's probably an unknown brand. Simply put, the owners of the brand aren't trying too hard to create brand awareness for their product. This is very important when launch a new product.
I guess you are right. Everyone knows about Coca-Cola and Pepsi, but I have never seen an ad for this new soda on TV.
Well, yes, consumers are aware of these brands and their images and names. In other words, this cinnamon soda you are talking about needs to make people recognize it to get higher sales and become more competitive.
Very good, okay? Excellent pronunciation. Thank you, Selena and Federico. Now, let's check the questions, okay? Beatrice, can you read the first question, please?
Yes, teacher. Why is cinnamon soda not so popular?
Thank you. So why? Why isn't the cinnamon soda not so popular? I will
Because
sum it
the
up.
people never seen an advertising for this new soda.
Okay, because people have never seen an advertisement of the product.
Probably an unknown brand.
Because it's probably an unknown brand.
Yes.
I think the customer have never seen an ad for this new soda on TV.
That's correct. It could be, right? Actually, there are several ideas that support that. It says the owners of the brand aren't trying to create brand awareness. That is one. Also, it's an unknown brand. And they have never seen an ad for the new soda. So there are several ideas that can support, okay, the statements. Very good. Now, in the second question, let me ask Federico. Read it, please.
What is an important step to consider when launch a new product?
Thank you. It is very well stated. Huh? Well, the answer is here, right? To create
brand awareness for this
Exactly.
product.
That's correct. Very good. That is the answer, right? What is important? What's an important step? To create brand awareness. That is the step, okay? And the last question, Salvador, could you read it? Question 3.
What is Lucas' recommendation for the cinnamon soda to get more sales?
You. So what is the recommendation?
I think talking about need to make people recognize it.
That's correct, right? It is, well, we can take the answer from to make people recognize it. So that is the recommendation. That this brand needs to make people recognize them, right? In this case, the cinnamon soda. Excellent. Any question? Are the answers clear?
Yes.
Great. Now, in the next activity, we have to match. We have to match the words, the terms with the corresponding definition. So in number one, we have brand recall. Let's read all of them and let's check which one corresponds to brand recall. Any idea?
I think brand recall could be a consumer is able to recall the name of a brand when given a product category.
Yeah, actually that is the one, right? Very good, Federico. That is brand recall. Actually, it has the term, right?
Number 5.
And the number.
Unknown brand.
Which one?
Yes.
Customers don't recognize your brand.
Yes.
That is the first one, right? 5.
Recognition, the first brand customer can think of for a product category.
This one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're missing top of mind and brand dominance.
Teacher, I think the recognition could be consumer can correctly identify a particular product just with a visual cue. I don't know how can I pronounce
The
the last
pronunciation, Q.
cue. Okay.
Q. So that is brand.
And top of mind, the first brand customer can think of for a product category. I think I don't know.
Okay, let's
What's
just
mean
check that too.
what's mean who?
Q.
Q.
This is like you have like a list of things, right?
Okay.
So you recognize specifically the one that you see.
So for me, this is number 3. It could be top of mind.
The last
Consumer
one.
can, yeah.
This
I
one?
think, I don't know.
Top of
Yes.
mind.
I think top of mind is the first
The
brand
first.
customers can think of for a product category.
Top of mind.
I think this
I think-
number 4, brand dominance. I don't know.
Okay, it says foremost in one's task of raise concern or priority. Yeah, when we say top, it's like very high. So it's the first you have in mind, for example.
I think recognition is consumers can correctly identify a particular product just
But
with
yours?
a visual keyword.
So for you, the recognition would be the last one.
Yes.
Gosh, this is difficult. Actually, I'm not an expert in this topic of brand recognition and all that stuff, right? But I think we can go and Google a little, because for me this is kind of
I think top of mind is the first brand because it's the first of the keyword of the list. Top is the top.
so that would be this one. The first brand.
Yes. I think I don't know.
Yeah, because top is high. It's like the first.
Yes. The first, yes.
It could be. Obviously, 5 is don't recognize your brand, so it's unknown.
Yes, yes.
And the number 1 is able to recall because we have the same word recall, so it's related. But the problem is with recognition and brand dominance. I think brand dominance will be the second one. Because it says customers can't recall any brand, I mean any other brand, but yours, only yours, for a particular product category. So that is the case of Kleenex and what is another brand? I remember yesterday we talked about them. I think they are here.
Xerox.
Xerox, yeah, Xerox, and also
Kleenex.
it is over here. Xerox, Kleenex, and Scotch tape. Scotch tape. So those are like when that is the first product you think about in that specific category, right? So it says can recall any brand but yours for a particular product. So it is very dominant, right? And that means that the recognition would be that consumers can correctly identify a particular product just with a visual cue. Because you recognize. Right?
Yes.
You see it and you recognize.
Yes.
Yes.
It makes sense, right?
That's right.
Okay. As I tell you, this is new for me. I'm also learning about it. I have taught, for example, Mercadeo Internacional and Contaduría, but these topics are new for me, right? I have to read. I know a little about the P's, the 4 P's and all that stuff, but I'm constantly checking this because I forget sometimes. Okay. Now let's read them. Brand recall. Repeat. Brand recall.
Brand recall.
Brand recall.
Brand recall.
A consumer is able to recall
A
A
consumer
consumer is able to
recall
recall
the name of a brand
the name
the
of
name
the
of the
brand
The name of the brand
when given a product category.
when given
when
a product
given a
when given
product
a product
category.
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 Okay, the second one, recognition.
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 Consumers can correctly identify
Consumer can
Consumers
correctly
are
identify
identify
a particular product
a
particular
particular
product
product
just with a visual cue.
just with a
just with a visual
cue.
cue.
Number 3, it's top of mind.
Top of mind.
top of
Top
mind.
of mind.
The first brand
The first
The
brand
The
first
first
brand
brand
customers can think of.
customer can
customers
think of
customers
think
can
of.
think of.
Remember, this is of
Of.
can think of
Can
for a
think of.
product category.
for a product
For a
category.
product category.
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 That way is at the beginning. Will be like
Category.
Category.
but
Category.
like this. Category.
Category.
Category. Yes. You can say category, but most of the time it sounds like R. Category.
Category.
Yes. Okay. And
Category.
number 4, brand dominance.
Brand dominance.
Brand dominance.
Customers can't recall
Customers can
Customers
recall
can't recall
any brand but yours
any brand
Any
any
brand
brand
but
but
yours.
for a particular product category.
for
For
a
a
particular
particular
product category.
category.
And the last one, unknown brand.
Unknown brand.
unknown brand.
Customers don't recognize your brand.
Customers
Customer
don't
can
recognize
your
your
brand.
brand.
Very good. So recommendation, take notes on this, right? If you have the PDF or the printed manual, you can write down the numbers. Any question? If not, we continue.
No,
okay?
teacher.
Very good. Okay, this is an activity that we are going to complete in the breakout rooms. It says, what brands are top of mind? You remember the first brand that customers can think of, right? What are examples? Oh, sorry, for your classmates. Complete the chart with your own information, then share the information. So what are examples of ice cream produced locally, right? So you're going to say, oh, this is a brand locally consumed, right? I won't say any name. I will let you think about a product. What is the name of a computer company identified by a particular fruit? Don't tell me the name, you will know which one, right? The next one says, can you explain what Kleenex is? So you discuss, oh, what is this company, blah, blah, blah. So you describe, right? And finally, what's your favorite movie theater? You mention the name, you mention why, right? And why so popular here in our region. So that's what we are going to do. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Good. It is page 34. If you have the manual, you can look for it. And also I will create a picture. Just want to be sure. Lily told me she's working. Besides Lily, I know Roxana doesn't participate, but I want to know, Jennifer, are you able to participate in the breakout rooms?
Yes, yes, teacher. Good
Great.
evening.
Good evening. Thank you very much. So let me create the groups. Give me a second. Okay, see you there.
Some test
No, we
or
have to
about
we
with it.
just to discuss the every question in the circle. What are examples of ice cream produced locally? For example, maybe
Sarita?
yes, Sarita, sin rival.
Sí, sin rival.
Yes,
And the other is,
San Julián.
yes, is ice cream chorro. I don't know. What's the next chorro?
Yes.
What is the others?
San
Sin
Julián,
rival.
sin rival. And the best, Beatriz, de carretones ice cream, coconut.
Next is tissue.
Can you repeat it?
Ah, sorry. Wait. I don't know is the word tissue. Kleenex is a tissue that it's used to clean um, any fluids, I think.
To be honest, I don't know what does mean Kleenex.
Okay.
Kleenex is a brand.
Ah,
I didn't know.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know.
pero sí es.
It's,
No, pues.
it is very, very, well, I don't know. Probably you have seen it before. No?
Yes.
This is Kleenex.
Okay.
Uh-huh. It's a brand name. And yeah, it's correct to say tissue.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, what's your favorite movie theater?
I don't have a favorite movie theater.
Okay.
What about you?
I like the Harry Potter saga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Movie theater is the place, the building. I mean the name of the facility. Uh-huh.
I like
In El Salvador, I think there are
yes,
two.
Cinemark,
I
Uh-huh,
like
there are
cinema
Cinemark,
or cinema. I,
Cinepolis,
Cinepolis, I think the other one.
Cinepolis or cinema.
Cinemark. I like Cinemark.
What about you, Salvador? What
Yes,
is your favorite?
Cinemark.
Okay.
You finish?
The other is multicinema, but I don't like.
El Reforma.
Delcy it was a famous uh, many years ago. Delcy, I think I remember.
I don't remember. There's no, I don't
Yes,
remember.
Delcy, I was in Delcy. I don't
It-
remember, but it
It's
was
ring me a bell, but it's ring a bell, but I don't remember exactly.
Belpat. I don't remember.
Yes.
What, Selena, what your movie theater?
The movie theater. I don't know. Maybe Cinepolis?
Cinepolis.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer cinema, multicinema, no,
Multicinema.
multicinema. Is there a
On la
galería?
gran. No.
Galerías.
In
O
galerías
multiplaza.
es in multiplaza. En la Gran Vía es
Cinema.
Cinemark.
Ah, in Cinepolis is there
Es
in galería.
Yes.
Okay. I prefer this and the VIP rooms is very nice.
Yes.
Yes, you can change the chair in a
Mhm.
bed.
Yes. And you can order your food.
Yes, order your food. And the
Mm.
other kind of food.
Yes,
Yes,
that's nice.
it's
That's
very nice there.
yes, yes,
Yes. It's high cost, but sometimes
yes, but
it's good to,
we
to
don't go.
because it's
Um,
very expensive.
yes, but we don't go every
Ah,
weekend,
yes, yes.
so it's nice to go once in a while
Yeah.
and pay an extra money for your comfy or comfortable. I don't know, teacher. I can say comfy of comfortable.
Comfortable,
You're
comfortable.
you're talking about comfort, probably.
Yes, yes, yes,
Mhm.
comfort.
For your comfort.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
You finish?
yes, teacher.
Nice. See you in the main session.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to, oh, welcome back. I mean, we're gonna continue with the activity 6. This topic is, well, phrases, or in this case, conjunctive adverbs to clarify a point. When we want to be very specific about something, we can use any of these conjunctive adverbs, okay? So when we need clarification, explanation, or exemplification, we use the phrases in other word, that is, or you can add that is to say, simply put, right? Also, we have namely and this, which means, right, to be very specific about a topic you're talking about, okay? So we have some examples over here. I will ask for help. Let me ask, let's see. Probably Selena, can you read the number 1, please?
Okay. Number one way to help your target market like and trust you in to publish often through online. Let me through online channels. In other words, write a blog that informs, entertains, and educates.
Very good. Thank you very much. As you can see there, you have the word or the phrase in other words. Okay, the second one. Go ahead, read.
Okay. You can increase your writing as an expert and reach a broader market by developing a podcast, that is to say, record your thoughts and allow your customers to download it.
Thank you very much. Okay, as you can see, the phrase here is that is, or that is to say. Now, repeat, everybody. Increase.
Increase
Please.
Increase
Rating.
rating,
The one is broader.
broader
Podcast.
podcast,
Podcast.
Allow.
allowed
Allowed.
Customers.
customers,
Customer.
Download.
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 Good. Next one, Federico.
Okay, today's customers are looking for warranties. Simply put, exceptional service after they have purchased your product.
Very good. Now the phrase here is simply put. Next,
Teacher,
tell me.
what is the meaning of simply put?
That is similar to say in simple words.
Okay.
It is
okay.
similar. The next one, Salvador, could you read for?
Another free marketing resource for your current internet customers is inviting them to participate in a social networking site, namely a Facebook group.
Very good. So in here you have namely. Namely. And the number 5. Jose Carlos, could you read 5?
The ultimate marketing goal is to have your target market think of you. This, which means that you must focus on satisfying customers' needs.
Thank you very much. And in this one, you have this. This means or which means, right? This means or which means. So that is the last one. Did you find new words? Do you understand how to use the phrases?
Namely, teacher.
It is similar to that is to say. It's basically the same.
Okay,
The translation is es decir.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, just to check that the structure is correct or understood.
Teacher,
Tell me.
broader market.
Broader market. Okay, broad, well, this is the comparative, right? Broad is, you have something narrow and something broad. So broader is, in Spanish, más amplio, right? Broader,
Okay.
yes. It's raining very hard here. So just to place an example and practice the structure here, we are going to complete this in breakout rooms. You have to add the necessary or the correct, I will say, expression to clarify the ideas here. Notice that they are separated by periods. So there are 2 sentences, for example. If you need to add commas, you will do so. So you add the comma and you separate it. You can rewrite the sentence and use one of the correct expressions to clarify a point, okay? And then we are going to return and check where you put the phrase. You understand what you have to do?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Great. I will share this part and also the practice, okay? It is page 35 if you have the PDF. Let me see.
Si vamos a utilizar using the word.
Brand recognition is a very important element of brand awareness. Normally, or simply put, no? The customers know that as a particular. Today, customers are using granted.
You have to publish high quality content.
I don't know, maybe that is
Name
in this case,
Name
in the number 3, name
in the number 3.
in that is to say in number 5. What do you
Yes,
think?
I agree.
Namely.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We finish, teacher.
Very good. Let me just check the last group.
Okay.
What is the which mean?
Which means
Which mean?
Which means
Yes.
they have replaced the common terms
Mhm.
for similar products in our
In
language.
our English.
And
You have-
number 5,
Yes, you are publishing high quality content and and mm, mhm.
in this, I think any, maybe to say that is,
Mm,
which means,
no, many.
maybe namely, no,
No. Mm, Maybe, maybe.
in both paragraph or in both sentences
Mhm.
say the same. but in the second paragraph is explained is more explaining. I think we can use which means or this means in other words too.
This means by creating valuable content to improve it to new audience. Mm, mm,
Teacher,
Tell me.
we can use the same expression for
You wanna
different.
you wanna repeat it?
We can use different expression that in other words, which means in different sentences.
Yeah, you can repeat it if it is
Ye-
necessary.
Yes.
For example, which is the one that you want to repeat?
In this case, you have to publish high quality content by creating valuable content to be introduced to new audience. In here, we can use in other words, which means, this means.
Yeah. It can be, they are not the same, I mean, but depending on the context, how you want to transmit the idea, it can be one out of the five. You can use any of them.
Yes, yes.
Most of the time, if you say, well, as you can see, they are in the middle. So this is like to contrast an idea or to clarify a specific point. So if you use it at the beginning, it doesn't make sense. So that's why if it is in the middle, you can use any of them.
Yes, yes. In
You
the
finish?
first, yes, in the first sentence, I think they use simply put because the rest is more conciso. How do you say breve, conciso?
Concise, you can say, or very specific.
Concise. Yes, it's more specific. I think that.
That's concise, precise. So no, not necessary to add something else. There we go. Okay, we're gonna check in the main session. See you there. Okay, let's check. In the number 2, it says brand recognition is a very important element of brand awareness. So what's another expression we can use?
Normally.
Namely? Could be namely, right? Namely, the consumer knows that a particular brand exists. Yes, it can be. Number 3, brand recognition happens when a consumer is able to identify a certain product or service.
Which mean?
I think which means doesn't go.
Or this by view the product logo.
Or probably in other words. I think in other words works better here.
That is.
Or that is to say.
Teacher, we using the number 2 in our group. We using the number 2 in the other words and the number 3 namely.
I
Okay,
mean, in some of the sentences, it can, let's say, 2 or 3 are able to be used.
okay.
Namely, in other words. But in this specific case, in number 3, I think, well, Joel
That is-
said, which means doesn't work. Doesn't work. That is to say, could be, right? So we use comma, that is. Well, before we have to divide it by comma. That is by viewing the product's logo. That is to say, also possible.
Mm,
It can also work with, in other words, it's possible to use. In other words, by viewing the product's logo. Okay, number 4, these brands have become well known. They have replaced the common terms for similar products in our language.
simply put,
It could be.
or to say,
It could be simply put, it could be that is to say, or
Which
it could be
means-
in other words, or it could be which means.
Which means
So you can use any of them. Sorry. Which means. Which means they have replaced the comma. And the last one, you have to publish high quality content. What is the one we haven't used? Haven't used. In other words, right? You can use that one. You have to publish high quality. In other words, or well, no, by creating valuable content. Okay. To use in other words, we have to eliminate this. Ajá. Si quisiéramos usar in other words.
entonces, that is by
That is,
By-
you can say that is, right?
by creative.
That is by creating valuable content, or you can say which means, or this means by creating valuable content. But if you would like to use in other words, you have to eliminate by.
By. Okay.
But it's possible if you eliminate it. Very good. Any question? Nope. Okay. Now let's move to the book. We're gonna work on an activity about, well, yesterday we talked about difficult situations, different decisions you will have to make, right? So it says, what would you do in each of these situations? Circle A, B, or C. If you think you would do something else, write your suggestion, right? If you would do something different. So what you have to do is to write the statement and choose the consequence, right? The probable consequence. There are 5. At the end, when you finish choosing, you are going to compare your, I mean, you have to do it individually. Like Joel, Beatriz, Salvador, you do it individually and then you compare. Oh, in my case, if I were eating, blah, 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 I would do this, right? And you explain why. You explain why to the situation. Got it? It's clear?
Yes.
yes.
Okay. I will share the picture. This is in page 130 from the PDF, if you have the book. But I will send it to WhatsApp, okay? Second. There you have it. And I will create a piece.
Hello, Joel. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
The because it's the person who is told when someone so dangerous. Maybe I pretend I didn't notice it, but or maybe if I saw that this person need someone and and maybe this person can't pay for that. Maybe I didn't notice it. But I don't know. Maybe in the other ways, talk to the store managers too.
Yes, I think if the person looks like
Mm-hmm.
yours, I prefer letter B, talk to the store manager. But if the person looks like someone with with
Hello, are you discussing or are you still choosing your answers?
Still choosing.
Okay.
3. If you saw someone standing on a highway next to a car with smoke coming from the engine. Mhm. I would continue driving, stop and help, use my cell phone to call the police.
No, espérate, sale humo del auto,
Ajá.
pero no está fumando.
No.
Ah, o sea, es un carro averiado.
Ujú. Okay.
Okay.
Number 2,
Yes.
if I saw an elderly woman trying to cross a street, I would letter A, keep walking, B, offer to help, C, try to stop traffic for her, or D. In my case,
A.
letter B.
In case I keep walking, I will keep walking.
Okay,
Or B, offer to help.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening.
In number 2, in question number 2.
Yes.
Yes.
In my case, try to stop traffic for her, and then offer to help on the cross in the trip.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Number
Number
3,
Mm-hmm.
if I
if
saw,
has,
sorry,
no
continue.
problem. You continue.
Okay. If I saw someone standing on a highway next to a car.
I think I stop and help because in one moment we can need help too.
In my case,
Yes.
I agree with Federico. I think I stop and help because in this moment they need help, and if I call the police, maybe he waits many hours, and is far the cars.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you. Okay, number 4. If I saw my friend's boyfriend or girlfriend with someone other than than my friend, I would
Difficult.
I don't know. I maybe say nothing. Sometimes you try to help us and give.
You get in trouble.
Yes, in the most of cases.
Yes, I agree with you.
It's a very difficult situation.
It's very difficult. Yes, because it's your friends, and maybe you want to say, but it's very difficult because in sometimes when you say and you have a problem, and they continue with the relation, and you have a problem
Yes.
with both.
The end, you become and the enemy of them.
Yes, I prefer say nothing.
Okay,
Yes.
and the last one, if I were eating dinner in a restaurant and I found a hair in my food, I would mention it to the server.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yes.
Because if we demand to speak with the manager, and sometimes only change the play, but however, it's the same in the same bowl. I don't know if it is correct.
Yeah, I think in our country, demand to speak to the manager
changes nothing.
Nothing, and it's more easy that you
Easier.
easier. Thank you. It's more easier. You lost the fight or the demand. Thank you. It's easier. I don't know. In other countries, you demand to speak to the manager, and it's sure that you will win the demand. I think. But remove it and continue eating, never.
Okay.
Yes. I have an experience in a pupusería en en Antiguo Cuscatlán. In the salsa. The salsa has I don't know
Tomato sauce?
tomato sauce has an animals. And I say the person and only change the other border, and it didn't happen nothing. And but
Maybe the server says, "Oh, don't worry, it's a fat pepper."
yes. Oh, I'm sorry, but maybe only retire the I don't know, retirar
Retire.
the
No, just
retry.
take out. Take out.
Take
Take
out.
out.
Only take out the animals and put in
The same
border
plate with the
the
tomato
same place.
sauce.
Yes, is very difficult, but I never visit this place.
Yes.
Yes.
In my case, let's see, in 1992 maybe, I don't remember. I was in McDonald's in Guatemala, and in my Big Mac, uh, there was a hair go out to the meat. So I walked to the cajas where you pay
Cashier.
with the cashier, and
Cashier.
the manager was here. So I only call him, and I say that I'm sorry, in my hamburger there is a hair. So he took the box, and when he saw the hair, only say, okay, I'm sorry, I'm very avergonzado, I don't remember.
Ashamed?
And yeah, I'm very ashamed, and please come back to the I'm ashamed, thank you. Come back to your table. And 5 minutes later, he served me 2 Big Macs. And they me devolvieron, give me back
Gave me back.
gave me back the money of my order. Only that.
Yes, and some place give a dessert and desserts and the other things. But the problem happened and you in my case I never visit
Yes,
this place.
we don't know how many times that situation is happened. Yeah, so you lost the confianza, confidence about that restaurant or place.
Yes. Yes.
Very good. Okay, let's continue with this activity that says opposites. Okay, opposites. So find 9 pairs of opposites in the list, then complete the chart. We already have the first one that says accept, and the opposite is refuse. So let's go one by one. Let's see if we can check one by one. What is the opposite of admit?
Deny.
Deny.
That will be deny, right? What is the opposite of agree?
Disagree.
Disagree.
That will be disagree. Actually, are they next to them? Each other?
Yes.
Yes.
No, but I think only those two.
No. Yes.
Yeah, that was a matter of luck.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was losing my time because, yeah, 2 of them next to each other. But no. Okay, now what about dislike? I think that one is not next to the one.
Dislike.
dislike.
Maybe enjoy.
You think it could be,
Yes.
right? Enjoy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't find any other that is. Sorry, my dyslexia. Enjoy and dislike. I will write a check. We already have accept, agree, disagree, refuse, dislike, and enjoy. Okay, then we have borrow. Borrow.
Borrow.
What could be?
Lend.
Lend.
And
Yeah. It's basically the same action, but depending on who
Yes.
gets and who gives and who receives, right?
Yeah.
Now we have, let me just check that one. Borrow, land, fine, for example, fine.
lose.
Los.
Los.
No, no me dijo nada de eso. Pero
Fine.
algún día sale esa conversación.
Okay, guys, please don't forget to mute your mics if you are still working. Okay, the next we also have.
Teacher, I'm sorry. It's lose
Oh, sorry,
or
sorry.
lost?
It's loose. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Fine and loss. Loose, sorry. Fine and loose.
Lose.
And let's check this one. Forget. What is the opposite?
Remember.
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 Right, remember and forget. And we still
Divorce.
have more, right? Divorce.
Marry.
And marry.
Marry.
Marry. Divorce. Okay. And the last one.
Divorce.
Divorce.
Save and spend.
Save and spend. Yes.
And
Spend. Okay, now let's check. The only one I want to check is the enjoy, right? Dislike. Yeah, enjoy and dislike. Because usually we say like, right? Like and dislike. But if you don't enjoy something, you dislike it. It's basically the same. Very good. Now, everybody repeat. Accept.
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 And this symbol is called doesn't equal. Okay, that is the name of the symbol. Doesn't equal.
Doesn't
Doesn't equal.
Yes. Repeat. Refuse.
Refuse.
Admit.
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 Deny.
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 Agree.
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 Disagree.
Disagree.
Enjoy.
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 Dislike.
Dislike.
Borrow.
Borrow.
Lend.
Lend.
Find.
Find.
Lose.
Lose.
Remember.
Remember.
Forget.
Forget.
Marry.
Marry.
Divorce.
Divorce.
Save.
Save.
Spend.
Spend.
Nice. I know this is basic vocabulary, but just in case, is the vocabulary understood? You understand what the words mean? Yes. Well, I'll take the silence as a yes, right? Now, in activity 7, it says perspective. This is we can talk about recent predicaments. Predicaments. Check the best suggestions for each one. Okay. So first of all, let's read them. Let me ask, there are 2 sentences in each of them. So probably Doris, can you start reading the first one and you finish here?
Okay. I borrowed my sister's brand new car and I scratched it while I was parking.
Thank you. Juan Carlos, can you read the other part?
I didn't want her to be upset with me. So I told her the scratch was there already. What should I have done?
Thank you very much. Now let me ask, probably Jose Carlos, can you read the options?
Okay. You should have told her about it. You should have taken into a repair shop. You should have offered to pay for the damage. I'm sorry.
Problem. Thank you very much. Now everybody repeat. Borrowed,
Borrow.
Road.
scratched.
Scratch.
Scratch.
That will be like scratched.
Scratch.
Scratch.
And sorry guys, there's okay. Now the last word, damage.
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 Good. Okay. So what do you think she should have done? Option 1, 2, or 3.
3. Should have offered to pay for
Should
the
have offered to
damage.
pay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you consider that what she did was correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
What she said is the scratch was there.
Yeah. It's incorrect.
It's incorrect, right? You didn't
Right.
accept your fault, your
Yes.
mistake. Mhm. Okay, so ideally, option 3, have offered to pay for damage. Ideally. It doesn't happen. It doesn't usually happen. Especially here in El Salvador. Now, the next one, I will ask only one person to read. Let me see. Probably William. Can you read?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. This part, please.
I forgot my best friend birthday. I felt terrible, so I tested him to apologize, but he still used it. What would you have done?
Thank you very much. Okay, everybody repeat. Forgot.
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 Texted.
Text.
Apologize.
Apologies.
Apologize.
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 Upset.
Upset.
Accept.
Very good. Okay, and the options. Edgar, you're kind of delicate of your throat, right? Are you able to read?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, can you read
listen
the
me?
options?
Okay, I would have called him right away. I would have sent him a nice birthday present. I would have invited him out for a meal.
Very good. Excellent pronunciation. Thank you, Edgar. So what's the best option, you think?
I think
I
number
would
3.
have
In my
invited
case,
him out for a meal.
The last one. You would have invited him for a meal.
Yes.
Okay. Cecilia, what would you have done?
in my case, I think I would have sent him a nice birthday present.
Later, right? Later, after being or after having forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Has it happened to somebody that you forgot a special person's birthday? Has it happened to you? And what did you do later? Probably not. Well, I think that if the person understands that you are very busy, you were working, I think this is not a problem, right? You can go out later. You may say, yeah, you know what,
Yes.
I forgot it, but we can go out. Not a big deal, right?
Yes.
This is
I
about,
think depend the person. You remember the day birthday special person.
yeah,
In other case, I forgot.
yeah, but it says the best friends, right? Suppose if it's your best friend, you should remember,
Yes.
supposedly. Or if
Mhm.
it is, for example, if it is your husband or your wife, imagine it's impossible that you forget it. You should be very careful with that. Very good. Okay, now we're gonna listen to it. I think the options are here. So pay attention.
Page 102. Exercise 7. Perspectives. That was a big mistake. Part A. Listen to people talk about recent predicaments. Then check the best suggestion for each one.
I borrowed my sister's brand new car and I scratched it while I was parking. I didn't want her to be upset with me, so I told her the scratch was there already. What should I have done?
You should have told her about it. You should have taken it to a repair shop.
You should have offered to pay for the damage.
I forgot my best friend's birthday. I felt terrible, so I texted him to apologize, but he's still upset. What would you have done?
I would have called him right away.
I would have sent him a nice birthday present.
I would have invited him out for a meal.
Just checking pronunciation. And any new word? Pronunciation was difficult for you? No. Now let's check the attendance.
No.
Great. Okay. Oh, just arriving to the last class. Tomorrow we have the last session, last meeting, so please be here, right? I know that probably yesterday it was raining a lot, traffic was difficult. So I really appreciate you're here today. Let's do it. Checking the list. I see Jennifer. I didn't see Erika. Nobody is there. Sana. Nina. Lily. Cecilia. Cecilia. Edgar and Joyce. There we go. Okay, just changing a little bit the topic we're talking about right now. I will show you a PDF. Okay, it says, how's your day been so far? So this is about, let's say, tips to introduce yourself with others when it's like the first time you meet people. So we're gonna check. It says, discuss the questions below. Can you remember what the first day of your current job was like? How did you feel? Do you remember the first time you met each of your colleagues? What can be difficult about starting a new job? Okay, so that's what we are going to do right now. We are going to discuss the questions. I will give you a couple of minutes for you to discuss. I need you to like share your ideas, experiences on the questions here, okay? Let me share it to WhatsApp.
Was light. Do you remember, Doris?
Mm, ¿Y dónde estoy? Sorry. Yes, I remember. And is the day and the first day is it's very very fine.
Day in my work was terrible because I not know nothing. And the first day was the medios de televisión, ¿cómo sería? The
TV media.
The TV media. And I stay in the first floor. And
This week, I was a little worried because the manager doesn't like me.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the beginning, he was a very hard and strict. I don't know, stricto?
Yeah,
Hard.
rude maybe.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was very hard
Strict is
and rude with.
different than rude.
Okay.
Sorry?
Strict is different than rude because rude is like pushy, sometimes offensive. Strict is like the person asks for things in a very clear manner. Right?
Okay. So this case, he was very strict
Okay.
and very hard with me. But with the pass of the days,
The situation.
in pass of the weeks, really,
Mhm.
he starts to change,
Okay.
and
Maybe
all will all change to better for both, because I don't have I don't felt let me see I don't remember, confiado. I don't have
Confident.
confidence
confident. Yeah.
about him. But now we have a good relationship.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Okay.
nice.
And
Maybe
you, Edgar?
he doesn't know your job.
Yes.
And yes, and he
Judge.
what?
He judged. He judged.
Yes, he
Oh,
just before
He knows me.
yes, he knows you. It's happened.
That first week was very hard for both. I think for both. But 5 years later, I'm here. We here.
Yes.
Okay, do you remember the first time you meet each of your colleagues?
colleagues.
Colleagues. Thank you.
Who one else is with us? Oh, Edgar.
Yes.
Edgar.
I remember my first day, I was very nervous and shy. Remember my meets, class, my classmate, and um, when the teacher, when the teacher asked about a song, like I, I, I always answer the question, and my best friends now say, "Hey, we need to go with him because he is very intelligent." Was very
Oh,
funny for me because I listened that and we are very. She is my best, one of they is my best friend, and now
Yes, I think the most difficult things and difficult when you are starting a new job is to know about the company and the different way to do the different processes on the different and the different forms to collaborate with the other colleagues. And the other thing I think is to know about how to work with the other areas that you need to that you need collaborate and to know the other people too. And for
Okay.
you, Doris?
In my case, make mistake and do it too nervous. I think.
To adapt. That is to adapt.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
No, sorry, that was for Federico. Sorry, what was your question?
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay,
Doris.
yes.
What was your question? Doris, sorry.
No, in my case, the question in my case is make a mistake, do it too nervous.
In your first day or when you met your colleagues?
And what question? What can be difficult about starting a new job?
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah. When you make a mistake because you're new, you don't know the processes.
Yes.
Yes, it's very difficult because sometimes you don't have other colleagues that show the processes and you need to learning by yourself. It's sometimes, but in my case, I have a good colleagues and they help me. I remember when I started.
Hi, everybody. I just sent another set of questions to the WhatsApp group. I need you to discuss them, okay, in this last 8 minutes that we have.
small speaking talk in English. It's difficult because the pronunciation and grammar and vocabulary are not it's not good, but I think or I try speaking a small talk in English in 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 any moment.
Yes.
Okay. In my case, well, in my job by nature, it's day to day since I interact with pilots and flight attendants where they are consulted about any requirement on board the aircraft.
In the case is the in work in and work is uh, in English is the tasker and
One time I find a person that speak with me a lot of the different topic.
That's nice.
Yes, I understand, and she say me that she understand to me too. So
Okay.
That's nice.
Let me see. Teacher, I'm sorry. What is the meaning of awkward? I don't know what it's awkward.
Awkward.
Yes?
Yeah, that is a synonym of strange.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, no, it's synonym of strange. Sorry, it's a synonym of something displeasant. Displeasant. Yeah.
Handle.
Sorry?
Sorry, handle your work?
Well, I will tell you in Spanish, sometimes that word is difficult to understand. Awkward is incómodo.
Okay.
Yeah. Displeasant is también incómodo. Awkward.
So how do you handle awkward situation at work? Okay, in my case, I try to be very polite when I say something, or I try to explain very clear what is the problem, or maybe how we can solucionar.
Solve.
Thank you. Solve the situation. And you?
I have a work situation with a manager. One the last year, the last year, we buy cookies, and the cookies isn't the quantity isn't enough, and we one team didn't receive the cookie, so the manager was very upset, and she laughed to me. At the end, I resolved the situation, and after that, I talked with her, and then she gave me a disculpas, regrets.
Okay.
Apologize.
Yes,
He
apologize. Yes, apologize. Yes.
Okay.
Nowadays we are friends.
Yes.
Yes.
Only you need to explain or talk with.
Hi, everybody. I just want to remind you that we finish the level tomorrow. So please complete if you haven't. I know some of you already completed the assignments in classroom, but if you haven't, please do so because I think that Friday or Saturday I will be checking everything, right? But I need you to upload it as soon as possible. So just a friendly reminder for you. Have a great night. Try to rest and see you tomorrow for the last class, okay? At 7. Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.